It is a cold night in western Pennsylvania as we bring you inside Heinz Field here in Pittsburgh. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Miami Dolphins and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Season is hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
They'll run for the first time with James Conner. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down.
And they'll try the air now with Darnold. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Elliott. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
From the 44, Darnold, throw left side complete. That's Elliott. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Ezekiel Elliott, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And that's about the easiest decline call you'll ever have right there.
Well, it leads me to one of my pet peeves, and maybe peeves is too strong of a word, but if you're going to jump off sides, finish the play. Make sure the play ends. Don't jump off sides and stop, because you see the net result here. If you go ahead and finish the play, you don't give up that type of yardage. Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Got a man over the middle, it's Williams. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. The 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Now Tua gets this to his running back, Jordan Howard. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Jordan Howard, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the 1st quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Anytime that ball comes to me, I'm trying to take it to the...
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. Darnold on first down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere. So line of scrimmage, still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Here's Darnold. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big gain.
The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Elliott. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 49-yard line. Throwing again is Darnold. A quick throw complete to Washington. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee?
Oh, yeah, good job, fellas, good job.
Darnold to throw again. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. There is no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you get your best people in the area to try and take that away.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A big play there on the catch and run, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Darnold from the gun to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now back to the ground with Elliott. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 15 on the year and second of the game. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And his kick is right through. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Hey, keep it going, dog. Keep it going.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to move those guys out of there.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Tua. Buying time to his left. Check down to Breida. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
After the interception, here's Darnold. Got an open man. It's Washington. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Motion. Let's go. Hey, Mike.
A first down carry by Elliott. Big Sheldon Rankins there to bring him down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. The shotgun snap for Darnold. Room here to run. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Fresh off the pick six, it's Darnold. Flushed out right. And Brate, the tight end's got it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw, Darnold. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. .38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Now Darnold. Brate has it over the middle. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On 1st and 10, Darnold, and nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. Again, Darnold.
And Darnold going to be intercepted for the 3rd time.
Xavier Woods with a pick. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Dances by him. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Tua wants to throw it on second down. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number one.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here, and that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
On fourth down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Back to the air, Darnold on second down. Trying for Cooper again. This time he finds it. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Darnold. Sideline throw, that's caught. Amari Cooper. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. A first down throw, Darnold. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. It's Devin White, the linebacker. The 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now up to 14. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Throwing right, and that's complete. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now it's Darnold. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. They tried the throw on 2nd down. Unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. To the air again, Darnold. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. A final shot before the break. Darnold, he's going to launch this thing way downfield. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Tua going to hand this one to Breida. There he goes left side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Matt Breida with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. He's got it, and the lead stretches to 35-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They go to Elliott again. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. Obviously an important run to avoid the 3 and out on your own side of the field.
Shows a lot of faith in that offensive unit, doesn't it? That you want to run the ball in that situation. Pick up the first down. Also helps out your defensive guys a little bit, too. Allows them to get at least one more series of downs in order to get some rest.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, and defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
They'll try and run forward with Conner. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards that time, and a Pittsburgh first.
I like the look that they just showed there. When you come out in a passing formation, spread things out a little bit, makes it really hard to cover the middle of the field, doesn't it? Because you got to go out to the perimeter and cover those guys.
Yep, exactly. Got some good blocking, too. Helped him pick up the first. Darnold completes it. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. And they'll try the air now with Darnold. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Cameron Brate, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
Man, I've seen that play a couple of times already.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now it's Breida. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker.
Let's get it.
Out of the gun on 3rd down. Here's Tua. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. It's a big play here for the Dolphins on 3rd. 51 yards.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
On 1st down, here's Breida. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Akeem Hicks that time on the tackle.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They run again with Breida. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And he's got his man in stride, complete. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
The kick by Sanders is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Let's go, D. We got to step it up.
Here's Darnold. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 49-yard line. He's going to look deep down the field. He's got it at the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That one good for 37 yards.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
They'll toss this out right for Connor. Breaks free again, and he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 10 more there and another first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. 1 man in the backfield, that's Elliott on 2nd and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit.
Well, 3 scores in this game. I think that deserves some type of a broad gesture. I know in hockey, that's called a hat trick, and people throw their hats out on the ice. What about us? What can we do for this guy?
Well, if I'm his teammates, I'm buying him a little steak dinner tonight, right? At least a skirt steak, probably a filet.
Oh, you're going big. I like that.
Yeah, I mean, skirt at minimum, filet at maximum.
You can't give the guy a skirt steak.
That's true.
Filet. There you go.
10 ounce, 16 ounce.
Porterhouse.
Fine. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
Now left side of the swing pass. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. They run with Breida, and he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. From the gun, it's Tua. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Tua sets up to pass it. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's taken down inside the 30. 12 yards there and a first down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape for the win. Out of the shotgun, Breida. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Back to throw is Tua. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Running out of the gun here, Breida. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. To throw is Tua. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
After the interception, here's Darnold. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And, partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
He's coming. We got double up.
Darnold now to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he finally goes out of bounds across the opposite 40. A big play there on the catch and run. 56 yards. So a slight improvement in field position, you might say, from inside their own 10 to this as they come up on first down. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Check. He's coming. Let's go, baby. They turn over. Let's get that ball.
Now Darnold. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Xavier Woods with a pick. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. 30, 20, 10.
Showtime today,
and he
baby.
will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Dolphins, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, it's a bit of a setback as they drop to 6-4 now. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So for Charles